Shito, the most loved chili sauce in Ghana. Guys, don't go anywhere, stay with me. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So the list of ingredients on this recipe are onions. So I'm going to use shrimp powder, which is very important, okay, when you are making shito. I'm also going to use herring powder. Mine herring powder is not that smooth. I need that chunks in them. So these are the spices that I am going to use. And I'm also going to use fresh ginger and habanero pepper. I have fresh garlic over here and crushed chilies. Then I'm also going to use tomato paste. Okay, so I have some seasoning and some salt to taste. Most importantly, I have my oil over here. What I'm going to do next is to blend my ingredients. All right, so at this point I'm not going to add water or anything to it, and you also want to note this as well, because adding water to my shito is going to increase the time that I have to use to prepare. Okay, it's going to extend my time and I don't want that. In case you are using a blender that needs water before it blends, you can add a little bit of water, but you know that it's going to extend your time, okay? So this is my oil. I'm going to get my oil into my pan. Then the next that is coming is my blended ingredient. So you can see that it's very thick, though it's going to take a little time, but it's not going to extend my time like if I should add water to it. Okay, so after adding my blended ingredient, I'm going to make sure that it gets mixed or it's combined with my oil. Okay, so guys, at this point, if you're not part of my YouTube family, you want to click on the subscribe button. You want to turn on bell notification icon. Anytime I upload a video, you are going to be notified. All right, so thank you. And to my returning subscribers, you are loved, guys. I love you so much. Thank you for sharing, commenting, and all that. May God richly bless you. You are loved. It's making my life healthy with berries, healthy, homemade smoothies, cutie smoothies, making. So this is after 8 minutes, and you want to note that when you are making shito, you don't leave it under a high heat. I'm doing this with a low or a medium heat that is in between. It's not too high, because if you do that, you are going to burn your shito, okay, from the onset, and you don't want that. So you also want to note that you need to keep stirring, all right, but you don't have to worry much if the heat is low. Even at that, you still have to stir it, but not as frequent as it's medium or high. Yeah, so at this point my onions and other ingredients are well ready. The liquids are drained, and it's time for me to add my tomato paste. So I'm not adding too much tomato paste into this, which is also very important. All right, so if you're making this, you have to check the quantity of ingredient that you are adding over here. After adding your tomato paste, you want to make sure that they just combine together. I mean, it's well incorporated, right? So you can see that it's really has changed the color of everything. After, I'm going to leave it to simmer for some time. All right, and then come back, stir, come back, stir, come back, stir. So throughout, okay, this is how we are going to do it, just to stir, to make sure that it's not burning. So at this point, I'm going to blend my crushed chilies, and you want to note that I don't want any seeds in my shito. So when you are making it at home and you think that you need those seeds in your shito, you are allowed to do so. All right. So then I'm adding some seasoning and some salt to taste. Shito doesn't really need much salt, okay, but you should be adding a little to it and be tasting it um, to that amount that suits you. So at this point, it's time for me to add my herring powder and also mushrooms. I want to make sure that everything is well incorporated. After this, I'm going to add some bay leaves. All right, then I'm going to blend my spices. Okay, then after that, I'm also going to add it to my shito. It's really smelling great already. You need to smell this, all right? So after adding my spice, I want to mix everything together to make sure that I am not leaving any stone unturned. So I'm going to add more oil to it at this point because my shito is looking so dry. And you also want to note that when you're making shito, it really takes a lot of oil. So you need enough oil for this. So the color keeps on changing gradually. From 5 minutes going, it just keep on changing, and changing. Hula. So, all right. So this is almost done. At this point, if you have anything that you want to add to your shito, maybe you have some fried fried meat or even fried gizzards you can add to it. I usually go for this, but today I'm adding nothing to it. Alright guys, so at this point our shito is ready and you can enjoy this with your rice, with banku, with anything that you think goes with black sauce or hot sauce. This is hot but not too hot. I mean, it's hot. So guys, thank you for joining me today. Until I come your way again next time, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already. It's bye.